As of today, January 4th, 2025, my friend Inky Skull is still under fire from fraudulent copyright strikes. 2 days ago, I made a video explaining the situation that's going on right now, and since then, things have worsened. But to recap, so that way you're kept up to speed with everything that's going on, there's this intolerable failure of the human race named Bleem, who has been fraudulently striking my friend Inky Skull's channel. And I don't just throw around insults like that very lightly in a situation like this. It's not just because I'm mad at him, it's because this loser here is a self-proclaimed zoophile, as well as various other things, all of which are listed on a document full of screenshots proving these claims as well, listed down below. And for the sake of recapping, it's worth keeping in mind that these are copyright strikes, or takedown notices, not copyright claims. Copyright claims claim the revenue off of a video. Copyright strikes function as a guideline strike would, in that it takes down a video and places a strike on your channel, and if you get 3 of them, you're set on a 7-day clock until your channel is terminated, unless you can resolve these claims via repeals. The way repeals work is that you have to list out a whole lot of legal information, including your full legal name, your billing address, which includes your country, state, city, house address, and area or zip code, as well as contact information like email or a phone number. The thing that makes all of this so dodgy is the fact that instead of going to YouTube HQ or some sort of third party that handles the legal situations, all of this information in a repeal goes to the claimant, meaning the person who claimed your video, copyright striked it, or otherwise gets all this sensitive legal information. And furthermore, in case you weren't convinced that Bleem is a big meanie who smells, this fuck-ass here has been consistently harassing Inky over the course of well over a year, and has apparently been infamous for harassing other creators across the board. So that's everything we discussed in a little bit more from last video. Let's move on to the new stuff. Since uploading the last video, that loser has placed 2 more strikes on Inky's channel, which totals to 5 attempted flags, 1 rejected, and as of now, 1 accepted, which is absolutely mind-boggling. This video was removed as the result of a complete and factually valid takedown notice submitted by Bleemson. Now, I hesitate to feel the need to explain why this is bullshit. Need I remind you that all of these claims were placed on different accounts, each of them, and were placed under different legal names each, which I'm pretty sure is grounds for identity fraud, which would be bad enough in and of itself, because it's like very vague and not exactly provable that it's Bleem doing all of these, if it wasn't for the fact that he outright admits it 2 separate times, as he's also revealed on Discord when contacted about this, meaning that there is so much bullshit about this on so many levels, but you know who's gonna care? Not YouTube. Because for YouTube to care, you'd actually have to get an actual human to look at this stuff, because bots, especially YouTube's bots, are nowhere near well equipped enough to understand the nuances of the fact that this is obviously a spam list of things. They're burner accounts. Not to even mention Bleemson's just inherently guilty of violating YouTube terms of service via ban evasion. Guess that doesn't fucking matter though. And what this means is that Inky's channel has now been placed on a doomsday clock of 7 days before the account gets terminated. However, don't panic too much quite yet. There is still a hold period while the rest of the repeals go through, but once those repeals are rejected, the 7-day timer starts. And I'm pretty sure once the 4th one goes through, the timer's foregoed and it's just an immediate termination. That is just to my knowledge though. It might not be that case, but either way, we're cutting it really close. And what annoys me more is that this fuck-ass is flaunting it. He's taunting us with this information. These comments have been since hidden because we're not giving him more attention than he needs, which honestly is no attention, but if we give this no attention, then nothing's gonna happen and my friend's channel is gonna get terminated, so. But it just goes to show that this egomaniac is doing it for the sense of self-entitlement, which I mean, it was pretty obvious, but this also means that should this happen, should my friend's channel get terminated, that also means that this fucking egomaniac will then have the entire mentality and complex that he can just do this to whoever the fuck he wants. And as far as it's going so far, yeah, he can. Which is why I'm making this video and why I'm continuing to make noise about this and why I won't be shutting up until this situation is sorted, because I do not need that fucker out there with a fucking humongous ass head striking down every small channel that he wants just because YouTube won't do anything to stop him. Which is why we need to make noise. We have to absolutely get it out there that this fuck-ass is doing this, and that it's bullshit. There's a tweet link down below compiling all this information in a nice, helpful, and concise way for YouTube. Go down there, repost that if you can, and go and email YouTube yourself, pester YouTube, get their attention, pester bigger creators, get them to either retweet the tweet, repost this video, maybe even make a video on it themselves if you feel it's within their style. Please, please help us get this out there, because this fucker is also, on top of all the egomaniacal bullshit, is threatening or just outright saying that he's going to leak the information, the legal information, you know, the very sensitive legal information, is just going to put it out in the public, which, I mean, there's not much we can do to stop him other than get his accounts removed so he doesn't have anywhere to put it. So if you see any of the accounts listed in the document down below, report them, flag them. You can flag them for harassment, spam, otherwise, and you know, keep a very wide eye out, because the amount of accounts he has is well over 100. Yes, he is that lifeless. So please make sure that this attention-seeking, whiny, dropped fetus gets such little action he needs to resort to fucking animals, cowardly butthurt, egomaniacal, pickled dick, talks like he was self-taught English with no teeth and half his tongue missing, parasite I have ever seen does not get to have the last laugh here, and any future laughs against anyone else, which could include me as well. And I don't care if you think that you don't have enough reach to help. Any retweet, any post, any tweet, like post it on Reddit if you want to, any creators you manage to get, every email that you send to YouTube or a creator, or a tweet that you make to a creator, anything that you do as an individual counts here, and is the most important part of this. Hate to use cliche lines here, but it does take a village for this kind of a thing. And a village includes everyone in it. Thank you to everybody who's been supportive from the last video. I really appreciate all of the noise that it's been kicking up so far, but we really need to double down on this, because we may be running out of time a lot faster than we think we are. So, once again, thank you for watching, thank you for considering. Now go! Do something!